Hi guys, happy Monday. So it's been a couple days since I did a video, and I thought I would do one where we walk up into the pasture and we check on the horses. So we've moved them over to our far side pastures to give the barn side a little bit of a rest, and it allows us to not have to mow as much, which is really great. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take you up there, and we're going to see if we can see all of the horses and say hi to everybody, and maybe I'll tell you a little bit about each one if you don't already know some of their stories. And that's it. So let's take a hike. You probably would want to wear boots for this too, in case you step in some meadow muffins. Okay, so we're starting up the hill that I really don't like to walk, and I have to walk it a lot, but that's okay. So I noticed that our red bud tree is starting to bud. See it? I hope it works. So pretty. These little red buds are so pretty. This tree gets these really pretty pink flowers on it. So yeah, so I noticed that. And then we're going to also see Mark. He's up here with the skid loader, and he is clearing just a bunch of junk. We have a crazy collection area up here, but he keeps things that we can use later, like this old scrap metal, and this is from an old roof that we thought we might be able to use for something else. Mark says hi, thumbs up, muscle man, yeah, all that good stuff. So anyway, all right, so we're gonna head in. Oh good, they're close. That makes it even better. Unhook the chain. And rehook the chain. While we're up here, we're going to check the water trough. Everybody's halters hanging here for tonight when we come and get them. It's a little windy up here, so I apologize if there's a lot of wind noise. Okay, trough looks good. We're not filling it too full because we have vultures that like to come up here and take a bath in our troughs, and what we figured out is that if we don't fill the trough to the tippy top, they can't dip in, so it actually keeps them away, which is great. Okay, so let's start with Buddy. Oh geez, only 2 of them are close. That's okay. I need to work off some of that Easter candy I've been eating anyway. So here's Buddy. Buddy just turned 18. I've had him for 13 years. Came here as a 5-year-old. Hi Buddy. Hi Bubsy. Buddy got a new fly mask. Do you want to tell him why you got a new fly mask? Say, because I destroyed my last one. Buddy's fly masks only ever last 1 year. Hi, honey bear. He is my favorite. He's watching Mark. Okay. So there's Buddy. Everybody likes Buddy. Has a little brand. He came with that. I did not do that. It's a little heart on his hip. Everybody likes that. Let's see. We'll go over here and say hi to Narni. Her name is actually Charlotte, but we call her Narni just because, well, she looks like a Narni to me. All right, so you can see we have electric fence, and there's a little gap. That's because Charlotte can be a little bit rough with other horses. She's not a mean horse by any sense of the word. She's actually very friendly. Hi, are you whoa-whoa-whoing? Hello, are you whoa-whoa-whoing? Do you think I have something for you? I don't have anything for you. Yes, she's a big girl. She's a really sweet mare. Really sweet. She just is a little powerful and plays a little rough, so I can't afford for my horses to get injured, so we keep her separate. But she still gets to interact with them as far as, you know, she feels like they're in her pasture, but they're not. Hi, you're such a love bug. You just want a hug. Oh, I give Narni a hug. Yeah, okay. Oh, I know. Okay. All right, I gotta duck back under. I know, you're so sweet. I don't have any cookies. I know not to do that. All right, I'm ducking under, so I'm getting my stretching exercises too. Oy. Okay, let's see. Let's go see Lily. So Lily and Velvet just went through, each of them, an abscess episode. For my non-horse friends, an abscess is a little pocket of infection. It typically happens in the foot. It can happen anywhere, but horses, it seems to happen in the foot a lot. Not a lot, but it happens there. And it can be caused by a bunch of different things. There could be a trauma to the foot. They might have stepped on a stone and got a stone bruise. Or they could be experiencing changes inside their foot that's creating like an imbalance, which can create an abscess. So she came out of hers fine. We did some soaks. We did hoof packs. Pretty much I hoof packed her every day for about 10 days. And she got a soak every other day with Epsom salt and warm water. Lily is wearing Buddy's last year mask. And as you can see, he beats them up. But this is the only fly mask that I've been able to find that I've used on her that stays on. She is famous for losing her fly mask. And this one, so far, this is day 2. We only put them on in the morning. We take them off every night. That she's kept it on. So we'll cross our fingers on that. So Lily is owned by my friend Trish. And she boards her here. And she's been here for, gosh, I want to say going on maybe 13 years. Something like that. So she's also one of my favorites. I always say I would photocopy her if I could, because she is the most uncomplicated horse I think I've ever interacted with. She's amazing. Next is Velvet. You'll hear me call her Queen V, because she is kind of queen-like. She came here 2 years ago, June, and she came from a girl named Tracy. Say hi. Hi. My name is Velvet. And Tracy just needed to find her a good home, and through a mutual friend, she found me, and I went and looked at Velvet, and I fell in love with her. And long story short, she ended up here, and she's made a lot of friends, lots of boyfriends. She loves Buddy. She also went through an abscess episode, but she is on the other side of it, and she's doing great. Another thing about Velvet that I didn't share with many, except for people that visited my farm, she actually was diagnosed with EPM in November. And EPM is a disease that is caused by possum feces. There's a parasite in possum feces. All horses become exposed to it. Some will never show symptoms, and some do. She did. Luckily, we caught it very early. I noticed she was dragging her one foot, and I didn't think that looked right. So we had the vet out. We did a test, and she pulled pretty much smack in the middle positive. So we started the treatment, which is pretty expensive, but completely worth it. And high doses of vitamin E. And she has made, I would say, a 99% recovery. There's only very little do you see neurological still in her, and it's something like at the canter you'll see her do some cross-firing in the back where she'll switch leads in the back. That right side still has a little teeny little lag. Probably only horse people would be able to tell, but another really sweet horse, and so pretty. She's so pretty. She's got a lot of fans too. So that's Miss Velvet. All right, so you see where they are, right? Frickin' frack. All right, so I gotta walk over there now. That's gonna be a hike. That's okay. Nice day out today. Beautiful sky. Look at that cloud. That's kind of cool. Looks like a tornado. Maybe I shouldn't say that. All right, let's see. That's our run-in for up here. It splits the fields. I don't let our horses in there just yet because they're still getting used to Charlotte being kind of in their space, and sometimes they will do some social over the gate kind of stuff, and there's always the chance of injury, so we don't do that. We don't like injury here. Injury is a bad word. Okay, so let's see if I can find these girls. Now, Faith is on the left. She's the little black and white pony, and Chi-Chi, or Cheyenne, is on the right. Chi-Chi got a new fly mask too, for the same reason that Buddy did. She's really hard on her fly masks. And she gets a new one pretty much every year. But she wears the warm blood size, so she's like the only one that can wear it. So it becomes a backup. Her old one becomes a backup for me. But So I've had Chi-Chi since she was 1. And hi, and she just turned 15. Hello, Puka Bear. She's also a huge sweetheart. Like such a sweetheart. Yes, you are. A little caramel cream. So I adopted her from a rescue. Used to be, I think they closed down, but they used to be in, I want to say New Windsor, and which is in Maryland. And they, it was called NLER, stood for New Life Equine Rescue. And Chi-Chi was rescued. She hadn't been born yet. So what actually happened was the rescue rescued Chi-Chi's mama, her dam, her name was Rosie. And she was a Belgian cross mare. And she was being used for Premarin, which is a female replacement hormone. It's a hormone replacement drug. And what they used to do, it's regulated now, so this doesn't happen. As far as I know, it doesn't happen anymore. They would impregnate mares and they would collect their urine. And they used the urine to manufacture this drug. Well, what was happening was of course, they saw dollar signs, I guess. And they would impregnate these mares, collect the urine. And then when the foal was born, they would kill the foal. Because they didn't need the foal, they just needed the pregnant mare, and then they would get her pregnant again, and of course the cycle would continue. So Rosie was rescued, luckily, because then Chi-Chi was born, and when she was 1, I found her online, and I adopted her. And her mom, Rosie, I don't know if she still is, but she was adopted by the DC police, and she became a cop. So she actually got to ride in one of the inaugural parades. She was part of the detail that did the inaugural parade. So it's pretty kind of cool. And it pretty much tells you how Chi-Chi is. She's just like her mother. Super calm, like totally level-headed. Nothing bothers her. She's kind of like, what's that? You want to do this? No problem. And she's amazing. And I've had her for 14 years. And I love her. And actually, she was supposed to be my horse, and I trained her. And then Mark rode her one time and decided he wanted her as his horse. So she actually belongs to Mark. Whenever she's bad, she really belongs to Mark. She's not bad that often. And then our last one, my little pony. That's my Nene. Hi, Nene. Hi. You say hi. So Faith, who I call Nene, has been here. She's actually been here for 11 years. She came in as a boarder's horse. My friend Carrie used to own her. And she got her and another horse, and she started working with them. Well, you know how it is. Life gets in the way, and then all of a sudden you just find yourself with very little time. So she asked me if I'd be willing to take Faith on and as my own horse, which I did. And I did that. I took Faith, and then I started working with her, and it took about 2 years, but we got her. I think she was already trained. She just had forgotten a lot of it, but we got her back into riding, and she is one of my most popular therapy horses, which is funny because when she first came here, you couldn't catch her. She was the horse that you had to catch another horse to catch her. And now if you go out, she's like, are you coming for me? And of course you can see we can walk right up to her. And she's like, oh yeah. Yeah, you're just having a good old time today, huh? It's nice up here, huh? Yeah. Oh, and she's shedding like crazy. Shedding like crazy. So she has a lot of friends, a lot of people like her. And she gets picked to be ridden and not ridden. I have people that just like to come and groom horses, which I completely understand because I enjoy it as well. And they pick her. She's great because she's stocky. So she can carry a pretty decent sized rider. I mean, I've had people that probably weigh 180 pounds on her. No problem. She has no problem. And she's short, so she's not scary. So when people do ride her, they're not nervous because, you know, she's little, so she's not intimidating. But she's a lot of fun to ride. I could stand here and listen to them eat all day. Let's see if we can get some of it. That's the best sound ever. It's funny how they know exactly what they want. They push stuff out of the way with their nose. Oh, that's enough. Right here, look at this. This is kind of cool. Let's see if I can find it and show it to you. I don't know if it's still viable. See this? That is a, hope it comes into focus, a praying mantis nest. How cool is that? So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this over here, like out of the way of the horses, because I don't want them to step on it and damage it. So we'll sit it right here. Oh, this lovely primrose. I hate this pricker stuff. Ugh! That's okay. If there are praying mantis in there, that's probably from last year. But if they're in there, they'll probably be happy with their new home. So that is our little tour to see the horses. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you all are doing well, keeping busy, using this time to rest your mind, rest your body, rest your spirit. It can be a good thing sometimes to not do anything, right? Just stay home. How cool is that? Just stay home. Okay, I'm going to end it here. Hear the birds. I just stepped in a big pile of horse poop. Yay, me! Okay, guys. Hope to see you soon. Bye.